Yo, yo, what's happening? What happening? Happy holidays, my good people. We are nearing Thanksgiving and a lot of that great food that we all anticipate as an office lineman at heart. I love to eat. I cannot say that I have like a favorite Thanksgiving item, but what's yours? Let me know. What's your favorite? What's the go to? What's the food item that you're looking forward to the most? If I had to pick, I would say my granny's sweet potato pie. That would be that. A matter of fact, that's it. That's the one. My granny, she's 80 years old. She may make 200 sweet potato pies per Thanksgiving because everyone around our hometown will put in sugar mama need 4, sugar mama need 3, sugar mama need 6, and she gets them all done. She may make 200 sweet potato pies over the course of this week at 80 years old. She's a dog. Shout out my granny. Talking Thanksgiving, got a lot of great games that's happening, that's coming up for this Thanksgiving slate. For me, the game that I'm looking forward to the most, Chiefs, Cowboys. Chiefs, Cowboys. And I'm not a Cowboys fan. Cowboys play on Thanksgiving and Christmas every year. I don't understand it. I know that's America's team, all that. I'm not a hater either, but a lot of times sometimes they're not even good. So what is they but this situation is a little different. After the comeback win against the Eagles, boom. The Chiefs come back win against the Colts, boom. This week is defining for both teams. Like this clear picture rest of the season, it happens this week. Can the Cowboys pull it off? Can they pull it off? Steve Spagnuolo, his defense, they will be ready for that high-powered Dallas Cowboys offense. Dak is balling. And on the other side, the Chiefs, Rashee Rice being back, Patrick Mahomes getting more and more comfortable with his weapons and all those things. Like that's a game that I'm really, really looking forward to on Thanksgiving. This is an interesting spot for me. I haven't always played a game on Thanksgiving, but we always had a game either Thursday or Sunday. So I never was able to like fully enjoy the holiday. So this is a unique spot, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to sitting down and just watching all day. NFL and NBA, a lot of great sports just happening, and just being with the family and enjoying that time. I've had moments in Thanksgiving games that are memorable. When I was with the Saints, I feel like we will always play the Falcons for Thanksgiving, and we always cook that dirty bird. Always cook that bird. Always. Feel like we always played the Falcons. Big rivalry in the NFC South, Saints Falcons. And I have to fact check, but yeah, as many times I played them, I don't think we ever lost on Thanksgiving. I remember vividly Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara eating turkey legs in Atlanta. And again in New Orleans. Like, if my memory serves me right, we always just put a whooping on the boys. Just BTA session, you know what I mean, in front of their family and friends. Thanksgiving, that's just what we did to the Falcons all the time. That's just how it happens, you know? Cooking that bird. We lost a Thanksgiving game against the Bills when I was in New Orleans. I remember that. Not going to talk much about that. Forget the Bills forever. And then in Miami, playing against the Packers in Green Bay last year. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. They smacked us the whole game. The whole game, it wasn't pretty. We started the game off with a 3-and-out. The defense had a 3-and-out, and they punt to us, and we had a muff punt at like our 5-yard line, and they got the ball back, scored a touchdown, and they never looked back. Like, yeah, that was a Thanksgiving that I wasn't so thankful for. But just talking about the holiday and playing on the holiday is, as a player, it's a unique spot because you don't have the traditional day that most families across the country will have. You wake up, you smell the cooking, they have their task and chores for the day to get everything ready for Thanksgiving dinner. But as a player, and you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, you can't. That's not your pregame meal. Like, you're not eating mac and cheese, dressing, sweet potato. You're not eating all those things for pregame. So you really separate yourself from Thanksgiving that day. The family can enjoy. They cook all that, all those good things. My family, we would do it the next day. Anytime we played on Thanksgiving, we would do Thanksgiving dinner Friday, the next day, just to be able to like really focus and lock in on the game and not have the distraction or temptation of eating Thanksgiving dinner before the game. So as a player, you try to make it as Sunday as possible, as normal as possible. Your routine, waking up at the same time you would on a Sunday, doing your last minute notes and your last minute film study. Eat the same breakfast, eat the same lunch, and the same pregame meal. Like, don't change anything. Holidays are more challenging in the league. Like, Thanksgiving and Christmas the same. If we played on Christmas Day, which I have a couple times, really removing it. Like, kids not opening the toys. We're going to do it the next day. Like, we will have Christmas the next day. That's just how I worked and how I did my preparation, is focusing on the job at hand, and then let's celebrate the right way afterwards, after the game. But it's always great. It's a blessing to play in those games. The primetime Thanksgiving Day is historic. So much history. We've seen the greats from over the years eating a turkey leg on Thanksgiving. Like, they're just devouring the turkey. All the guys did was player of the game and all that good stuff. It's just, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. It's a real football field. It's a real football feel. It's organic. It's historic. Something about it. So looking forward to all of those things, which is why we are having the episode drop today, opposed to dropping tomorrow on actual Thanksgiving Day, so you can have the time to watch the game, spend the time with your family. But you have to check out this interview we have with Robbie Chosen. Robbie Chosen is a 10-year NFL vet, playing now for the Washington Commanders, speedster, receiver. He has been at the top of the game. He has been on different teams. The name change from Robbie Anderson to Robbie Chosen, got a chance to ask him why and really get into depth behind his reasons and learn more about his upbringing and family and God and faith and all those really, really touching and impactful, influential things centered around his life. And I think it's perfectly fitting that it falls right before Thanksgiving, because he's a person that's giving thanks and is very grateful about every blessing, from the big to the small. Very, very, very fitting to have Robbie Chosen join the set for this Thanksgiving edition. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Check it out. We're gonna go. I had like a line of the like flow of conversation, but we gone already. You talk so much about how grateful you are, how blessed you are, God's impact, how appreciative of every single and small thing. Is that like where does that come from? Like, when did you really just sit back and reflect and just settle into that gratitude?
Hard to choose an exact moment, but I just think just the humbling experiences, the great experiences, just my commitment to God and really growing my relationship with Him just continues to just the more I lean into that, the more perspective and wisdom and understanding I have, and especially now, the test that I had gone through the past couple of years, and having my faith, and now walking in it, you know and just everything I've been through in life. And bro, we played in you how long you played in the NFL, bro? We in the big leagues, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, for sure.
we can't lose sight of that, and it's things get so big that you sometimes don't even realize like how big that is.
I love how you bring everything back to just the smallest detail you appreciate and grateful for, and like, and you're very vocal about it. I love it. You're vocal about God and His blessings and gifts to you, because some people they you know what I mean, they don't do it publicly. They under their breath, or which people praise and give worship the way that they do. But for you, you are openly and vocally appreciative of everything and grateful for everything. I appreciate that from you, and it comes from somebody that's been through something. You know what I mean? People that always had it a certain way. They never had to struggle, go through adversity, but you've been through things in your life. If you could tell me a story, Chose, where adversity hit you and it was a defining moment for you, whether your life was going to go this way or go that way, right at that moment, where does that question take you?
It's hard to say, bro, because I feel like I faced so many different circumstances like that. But even there's been times when my things did go left, but I still had my faith and I knew God had me. And I knew that, I don't know, bro, it's like since I was young, I knew that something in my heart always told me like it's all for a reason. You gonna get through
It's
this.
fire.
Like even in college when I was going through, like always, like I never lost my faith. Like even when I was kicked out of school, no matter what, I never lost my faith. It was days I might have been some days I had a few hours or so, some dirt, but at the end of the day, I never lost my faith.
I love it, dog.
Appreciate it.
I love, no, for real, for real. It's inspirational. It's motivational. Like you have that you lean on no matter what, and you stay true to it, whether you high or low. That's fire. That's fire. I know people have asked you about the name change, and I want to ask you about it as well, but I want to get more insight. So Robbie Anderson, it's how you came into the league. We see you scoring touchdowns, 50-yard, 60-yard touchdowns, and you transition to Robbie Chosen. And you've talked about this before, but for my viewers and my viewership, what went into going from Robbie Anderson to Chosen?
I wanted that transformation to be visible, and I wanted, when I made that transformation and everything I'm going through, like even now, like my number one goal, everything is like, dang, like how does he keep, or how does this, continue to succeed through all these obstacles? It's not me, it's God, and I just wanted that to be visible, and just my redirection, and then for my generations, as I said, I felt I broke the generational curse, but I wanted to create generational blessings and just reestablish a clean new legacy.
So with the word you use, the first word you use, transformation. So you feel that Chosen, that Robbie Chosen is a transformation of Robbie Anderson. Tell me about Robbie Anderson. If you could package Robbie Anderson up, tell me about this guy, his mindset, his mentality, his way of thinking, his way of life. Tell me about Robbie Anderson.
A lot of times, like I felt like the world was against me.
Mm,
But when you have that mind, as I've grown, and you have that mindset, that actually does become the case. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of like Robbie Anderson had a lot of anger in him, a lot of hurt. You know, I feel like Chosen transition to the healed individual, the wiser individual. I feel like Robbie Anderson was a little foolish. And that was just my own ignorance, lack of understanding, lack of knowledge. But Chosen,
Where did that anger come from? Because it didn't. I don't think it just appeared from anywhere though. Where did that anger come from? Where did that hurt, that pain come from?
it's not something I signed up for. It's just what I was, it was just part of my life, my
And you was dealt.
purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have the skill sets at those times to, handle those situations the best. And then the
Mm,
influence of my environment and those things stem from that. But Chosen outgrew that. He's more at peace, just vibe and let things, And I face certain tests as and it's still a journey process, but that's not that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of like the difference between the two.
okay. What would um what would Chosen say to young Robbie Anderson? Young Robbie Anderson in South Florida. What would Chosen say to that young man? 13, 14 year old Robbie Anderson.
Stay focused, stay out the way. Um, stay calm, stay at peace, and don't get caught in the moment. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Just do everything right. Do everything right so there's no reason why things can't be the best it could be.
And then Chosen. How did you choose Chosen? Or did Chosen choose you? Like what happened? Was it a dream of like this is the word, like this is the name for me.
I mean, my Instagram name always was Chosen One RA. And
Okay.
then I thought about it like changing my name for like a year or so, but the original name I thought of was like it wasn't serious. You know what
You
I'm
gonna
saying?
tell us? You gonna what the name was?
The original thought when I had was amazing, but I'm like that's you know what I'm saying like that's
Yeah.
you can't say
Yeah.
that's like nobody would it and it didn't signify the the seriousness of what it stood for, but then it came to me and I was like nah Chosen like that's it.
That's it. That's it. That's fire, bro. That's
Appreciate
fire
it.
for sure. Let's talk some ball, man. Let's talk some ball. You out there with the Commanders. It's a little bit of a rough patch right now with Jaden Daniels being hurt, but knowing you and how you have overcome, and anytime your name is called, anytime your number is called, you produce. How has it been being in Washington, being with the Commanders?
It's been divine. Um, I don't know. It just even like when I got the call, like it just everything just felt right. You know what I'm saying? Like it just everything just felt right, and I just truly been enjoying it, bro. Like the just from top to bottom, bro. Like it's been great.
That's fire.
Besides obviously win losing is not great,
Yeah.
but everything else, I gotta say like I've been loving every moment.
Is are they expecting Jaden to be back, or what, or did they kind of deem him out for the season? Do you know? You don't got to give me no injury update, but
I don't think it actually wasn't as bad as it seemed, which is great, So because he didn't have no surgery, nothing like, So yeah,
yeah. Now in the last game, um, Mariota played really well, bro, really well, and then one pass, first pass of overtime, Jack Jones jumped the crossing route interception. And but it's so crazy how the league is, man. He was balling and put y'all in position to win. Kicker missed a couple kicks. You can't control that. What was the what's the perspective of the head coach? Like, how's he feeling about everything with the season going the way it's going?
he keeping us on track. We gonna keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna keep fighting. We just gotta keep leading into it. And that's it. And everybody handle what they gotta handle. We not far off. So we got this bye week. Recalibrate,
Yep.
and we gotta come back with a new perspective and make it happen.
You like living in DC?
So you know the thing, bro, is like we really not in DC. We
Oh,
don't
really?
play. Yeah, we in like Virginia, and then
Oh, snap, man.
the stadium not even in DC. But then like you one exit away from DC. I don't know that. I went by DC, like I seen the White House and stuff. But yeah, you know the DMV is, and then Baltimore right there.
Yeah.
And I went to college with a lot of people from the DMV, so it's just like one big circle, something like that.
DC, nice. I was
Yeah.
up there a few months ago. I rock with it. Like DC, a vibe. Let's take it back, Chose. Let's go to your New York days with the Jets. What about your time in New York would you say you're most thankful for?
The whole chapter, you know, coming in undrafted, you know, making a name for myself, making the team, helping the team, you know, being embraced by the fans, and then, you know, becoming, you know, a piece to that franchise,
For sure.
you know, and just, you know, starting, you know, the chat, writing the story of my NFL career there. You know, it's unfortunate on the business side that things didn't get done contractually, but that wasn't, you know, my destiny.
You're right.
You know, still to this day, Jets fans still have unconditional love for me, and the same goes on my end. You know, but it was I enjoyed the time that you know we didn't win a lot. We had a lot of close games, but you know it shaped me to who I've become.
You was balling in New York, bro. 207
Yeah.
catches, 3,059 yards, 20 touchdowns. Balling, balling out there for sure. And is the Jets that space because you were undrafted and they was a part of that story and a part of you like being resilient and making the team. Do the Jets hold that special place? Like, is that always going to be your team? Would you say that?
My team, like what exactly do you mean by that? Like where I would want to like retire at when it's all
Like,
said and
yeah,
done?
kinda, yeah. What team would you, yeah, would you kind of feel that embodies you the most? That it was like associated with your name the most?
Of Because I feel like it's a toss up between them and Carolina.
Yeah,
But I
that's
probably would I would probably say the Jets because I had, you know, a little bit more time there. And then I feel like with Carolina, things started off uphill and then it kind of just unraveled a little bit, you know. I feel like with New York, things were pretty consistent for as far as like personal success, you know,
yeah.
statistically and things like that. But they both hold a strong place, but you know, maybe the Jets, I would say as of now.
Okay. What happened in Carolina? Why did it unravel the way that it did?
I just, you know, on my end, the experience I have now and the leadership I have, the veteran perspective, maturity as a man, you know, I would have done a lot of things different, you know, but
Mm.
those experiences are why I have the wisdom I have now.
Oh,
But I feel like just overall, bro, like it was just a lot of inexperience on just different levels, in my opinion. Not in no bad way, but just like from the head coach, first time being the NFL head coach. And then for me, and when I say experience in the locker room, there wasn't a lot of veterans.
yeah.
Like I'm year 5 and I was the oldest player in the room.
And
I'm year 6, I'm the oldest player in the room, still trying to figure this thing out for, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying, for the most part. So I feel like that was a big part. Like we didn't have no vets to kind of, and in our first year, our vet was Teddy. And then we, you know, we lost Brun. I feel like that made us take a step back. Nothing against Sam, but
yeah, for sure.
Sam was still young, trying to figure things out himself. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So I just kind of think it just was that. Like we had a very talented team, and I just think that just the constant instability of quarterbacks offensively, that you know that hindered things. You know, we had a great year with Teddy, and we had 3 receivers go for 1,000, and then we lose our quarterback, and you break up the triplets. You know what I'm saying? Then Sam come in, and then you bring in another quarterback midway through the year. Then we playing with 2 quarterbacks. You know, I just think it was just like a lot of that. But when you look at the team, Me, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel,
Ah,
Frankie
shoot, I
Louvu,
know.
Brian Burns, Derek Brown, J.C.
Oh,
Horn.
I
Like,
know.
it's a lot of great players that we had. Matt Rule's a great coach. He just got extended in Nebraska. So, and I feel like now Carolina, they're heading in the right direction. So I just think it was just, just inexperience and all that's made us who we are today.
No, and you just named some dogs too. I know, but being a Saint, we played y'all twice a year. So you brought me to my next question, Chosen. What's the best excluding this year? We're not going to include the Washington Commanders this year, but throughout your career, what's the best team you've been on? Best roster, top to bottom. I know it's tough, but go ahead.
23 Dolphins.
Yeah,
Bro, we had that stick, bro.
bro, no lie.
Like, bro, we had that
No
stick.
cap, no
Like
cap, bro.
somebody, I was talking to somebody and they asked me like why I went, and I'm like, cause we could have won a bowl. He's like, you thought you could have won a bowl in Miami? I'm like,
No
yeah,
question,
bro. Like, bro, we had that stick, fam. Like for
no
real.
question. Yeah, that 23, our 23 team, man. Like when they look back some years from now and they really analyze that team, bro, we were stacked, had everything we needed, and we don't make excuses. I ain't never been one to make excuses. You don't make excuses. Injuries was a real thing that year, bro.
All like around the same time.
Damn their whole defense.
Yeah, it's just like a little domino effect.
Facts,
And
facts.
that and then that Monday night game against Tennessee.
That ended that season in so many ways. Like we still had our chances, we still had those 3 games, but if we get that game against Tennessee, the division don't come down to the last 3 games. Buffalo couldn't have caught us. We don't go to Kansas City and play in the coldest game ever in human history.
For real. And we would have had them home playoff games.
Home playoff games.
I don't even think the last we played Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo. After that, I don't even think them games would have mattered.
We would have needed one, which we beat Dallas,
Yeah,
but we would have needed one of the 3 to secure at least 2 seed. Who was it? Was it Kansas City wasn't the 1 seed that year.
and
Baltimore got it. Baltimore
and
got it.
then Buffalo. I think I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah.
Tell me what's your thoughts on that Kansas City game? How was it? How was it being out there?
Well, they had me in active, bro. So
Right. Just
I ain't
being
gonna
in
lie,
that weather.
I was cold. I was cold that no lie, fam. I was cold that week before we even went there. Like I just knew I was finna be cold, bro. Like for real. Like it didn't even feel like I don't even know how to describe that jump, bro. I don't know how y'all ran out there, honestly. I don't know how y'all did it.
People think I'd be like I'm gassing or I'm complaining. Like, bro, this was different. I didn't been in cold weather. You didn't been in cold weather. Cold games. That's normal. This was different, bro. Different.
Yeah, that jump wasn't even right.
You feel me? So when I say it, people like, nah, you complaining that the Chiefs played in it too. Listen, dog. Nobody should have played in it.
For real. But the thing to it, playing down here in Miami and being in that heat and then having to go to that cold, I think scientifically like it's a lot to it.
It's a big adjustment for sure. It's a
Hmm.
big adjustment for sure. Your body trying to adapt, like literally trying to adapt, and that's what our body it does. It adapts to everything. So going from heat to -30 wind chill. But besides that, though, Chosen, this is what I was trying to let people know. Like in cold weather games, we have heated benches. In Kansas City, the benches did not work. It was no heat coming from the benches. So like, yeah, Kansas City played in the 2, but they also are going and sitting on a heated bench with heaters and all that. We are standing on the sideline getting colder. It was worse on the sideline.
You think they
That's not
did that on? You think they did that on purpose?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going off, bro. Before the game start, beginning of the game, I'm going off on everybody in the stadium, and they keep going over. They're trying to fix it. Yeah, it's on. It's on now. It's not. It's not fucking on. It's not on. It's not. I'm I'm sitting here. It's not on at all. They did
Bro,
it on purpose.
I think I had on like 3 sweatsuits, the snow pants, I had on snow boots, all that, bro. I think I had on like 2 masks.
Still frozen.
Man, what?
It was miserable, bro. Miserable. That 2023 Dolphins team featured a lot of speed.
Mm-hmm.
You're a speedster. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devon A. Chan, Raheem Mostert. I might be even forgetting a couple. In all y'all prime, in all of y'all fastest, who's top three? In y'all
I ain't,
fastest moment on field, who top three?
I ain't gonna lie. A-Chan, Reek, and me and Dub a tie.
So you got Vaughn one,
Yeah.
Reek two,
Mm-hmm.
you and Waddle a tie.
Yeah.
Chose just put, he said, Devon A. Chan was the fastest on the team, Reek two. And that's not a slight to Reek, even though he gonna take it that way, and you know that.
A-Chan don't get caught. Reek got caught. Cause A-Chan, bro, it's like, bro, he don't look like he be running. Like he
He
just look
did.
like
He
he's
did
just
just get caught though, Chosen. He did. I promise.
when.
He did. Cleveland Browns.
Oh, I ain't see that.
Cleveland Browns. He got caught
I'm talking about that year though.
for sure.
Like
For
he
sure.
don't never like he just Reek shoot out at his speed system, but A-Chan he just be gliding like
So
just smooth with it.
he got caught, and we talked about it. He got caught against Cleveland, and Reek called me. He said, "Please tell me you just seen A-Chan get walked down. I promise. I promise." And he did.
Yeah,
And I talked to Vaughn about it. He said because he had on 7 studs.
that's what it was.
That's what he said. I'm not giving him that though. I'm not giving him that out. That excuse.
Yeah, I ain't vibing that film.
No. Nope. 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 Not at all. Chose, you are in year 10,
Mm-hmm.
right? Played a lot of football. Been around a long time. Been around a lot of great players. I want 2 lists. I'm asking you for 2 lists here. So give me top 5 receivers, and then I want you to give the top 5 corners that you've played against.
My top 5 receivers is like since I've been in the league
Yep.
or
Yep.
like teammates who I've been around.
I say since you've been in the league, these last 10 years.
So I'm gonna say Julio, AB,
Fire. Can't go with can't go against them two.
Odell was snapping when we was in New York.
Fire.
Reek
For sure.
and I ain't gonna lie, I'm like my last two that just popped in my mind. That's like a Tyus Diggs and Mike Evans.
Ooh, that's tough. Cause you still got D Hop. You
That's what I'm
still got,
saying. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. It's tough. I'm just thinking like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Like the name
Yeah.
five because it's like I don't want to single nobody out. Then I'm just thinking top. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I love ask that too, because it's like which 5 pop up. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna
Yeah.
forget somebody. It's the NFL. You know, we
Damn, I'm
got
tripping though too because AJ Green too.
AJ Green was always that. His whole career, he was that.
And then I would say nah, bro. Like my favorite like that's like like YN status is Lil George Pickens.
Say you like. All right, give me this year, 2025. Give me 5.
George.
You saying George Pickens top 5 receiver, or like who you like to watch? Or
Oh,
you think
not
he's
top
top 5?
top five, top five. George,
He
JSN,
nice. He nice for sure.
Chase. Chase gonna do it.
For sure.
who has been snapping.
He wild for that situation with Ramsey. Wow.
Yeah, like,
We got
bro, it's, I don't even be, bro. I don't, bro. Why do people be wanting to fight on the football field, fam?
it don't make sense, bro. We got
Like, bro,
helmets on, everything gonna
if
get
it's
broke
that
up.
if it's that serious, bro, y'all boys go ahead and handle that in the locker room, fam.
No
It be, you
question.
know what it be, bro.
It's
It's too
pointless on the field,
much.
bro.
It's too much football gangsters, bro.
It's a fact.
Like that junk, like you know what I'm saying, like.
It's a fact.
I don't know. You know, we more mature. Like, you know, we gonna play with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, it's not that serious.
It's literally no point. Everybody gonna break it up. You got all this stuff on. Like, it's literally no point. Like, we really want to get active. Let's go ahead. Me and you just right quick. We ain't gotta mention it. Nothing. We could just, you know what's up. I know what's up. Let's go. That's
And
it.
for real, locker
But
room
that
ain't
ain't the
that
case.
far.
That ain't the case. But the spitting, we got to get that out the league.
Yeah,
People, they got to stop that. That can't be the new. That can't be the new thing. Like, of way of getting at somebody. We got to stop that. And I'm not singling out any players, but just as a whole in the sport, that has to be eliminated, man. None of that. No place in the world for that to be spitting on nobody. That is disgusting. It's degrading, disrespectful. Automatically is up. No
yeah,
question.
yeah. That ain't it.
All right. Yeah, I ain't mean to go off on that, but your top five right now, 2025. So we got George Pickens, Jamar Chase.
JSN.
He is fire, bro.
Yeah, bro, gas. Who has been snapping? Cause you know my head be down, bro. Like I don't really be looking
Yeah.
at like. I couldn't even, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and tell you who I know who's top five in yards right now. I'm probably Devontae for sure. You know,
Devontae been balling. Hookah still
Devontae
going
gonna
crazy
do it.
too.
Um,
It's I think top five JSN one. I believe Jamar Chase still at number two. Um, Puka might have been up there, but he had missed a game or two. Devontae had been going off. That's tough. That's real tough. Cole, Josh, one of y'all, can y'all give me
oh,
the top five?
now this my five. Kendrick Bourne.
Okay, let's
That
go.
bruh been snapping out there in San Fran.
He has been for sure. He has been. His reps and his role has changed because Juwan Jennings came back, Ricky came back, so now he's not as getting targeted as much. But that got to be tough, man. That got to be tough as a receiver. Like you balling, you playing really well, and then somebody come back or two guys come back, and all of a sudden you completely out of the offense. Like, how do you handle that? How do you handle having a highly productive stretch and then it just changing? You know what I mean? You do nothing wrong, it just changed because of personnel or because of X, Y, and Z. What goes into that, Chosen?
I mean, knowing KB, he got the right mindset, so he you know he could handle it. But I mean, that's you know, you just gotta have a mindset like I'm like what Brett doing. I'm living through him, you know, and just he ate up when they put it on his plate, and his ops gonna come. He gonna make it happen. But they winning, so that's the number one goal. The other I'm tripping, bro. JMO,
Jamo fire
JMO,
too.
JMO gonna make it happen for sure.
I got the top 10 right now in yards. JSN, George Pickens number two, Jamar Chase, Puka, Drake
But
London,
see what JMO though is like, bro probably got half the targets that all
half
them
the
got.
targets. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
he then like every time he touch it, at least first down and touchdown.
I feel the same way about him and Devontae Smith.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel the same way about them too. Like they probably got These other guys got 70 catches. They probably got 35 catches right now,
Mm-hmm.
but 900 yards. I feel
So
them two. Right now, Drake London 5, Tetairoa McMillan, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Christian McCaffrey is ninth in the NFL in receiving, and then Jalen Waddle is 10th right now.
for sure. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard to like just make like top five, bro, cause bro, I love everybody game, you know what I'm saying? And everybody has different roles and ops, and everybody got a different style of play too that makes them so unique. So it's like I don't even be like making rankings, cause then you might forget some, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
tough, bro. But everybody's in different situations and all that. But
I love that. I love that mindset chosen because I can speak on it from being with you in Miami, and I can speak on it from my perspective, like how I saw it. So when you came in to the locker room and came into that receiver room, Tyreek Hill just went off in 2022, had a crazy season. Waddle going off, all that, and you came in and you brought like a veteran presence, a veteran leadership, maturity, all those things. Can you talk about being that for that receiver room, that leadership? Like, what did you provide and the value that you added to the team?
well, I appreciate that, bro. And I feel like I was big, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when I came in on the visit, we discussed like what the role would be, and I was cool with it because my thing was I wanted to win, and I'm gonna make the most of mine. But I like me and Reek Ben was cool. Waddle, that's been my dog. So, I embraced that with where I was at that point in my career and life as a man. And you know what I was capable of doing with the work I put in and all that and
Sure.
what the situation was, but how can I still impact on a positive way? Because yeah, I might not touch the ball, but me keeping bro mind in the right place, it's gonna help us get to the promised land.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's it's bigger than like it's so much more components to being an NFL player than just touching the football. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the name of the game of my position, of course, but you know, that's not what the circumstances was. And then you know what it was too. A lot of times I went in, it's helping them boys eat. I'm cool with that, bro, because at the end of the day, we was counting up W's. You feel me?
No, I love it. I love the mindset chosen. Like for real, dog. I do.
Appreciate it.
I do. It's power. It's positive. It's powerful. It's solution based. It's yeah. I try to live the same way, bro. I try to live life the same way. Like, that's dope. It's powerful, bro. Powerful. All right,
Appreciate that.
Chose. Before I let you get up out of here, I need one more list from you, and that's top 5 corners that you've played throughout your 10-year career.
I would say Revis was my teammate my rookie year. You couldn't do nothing on, bro.
What? Hold on. Before we get into the list, I want to know why though. What made
Bro,
Revis?
I don't, bro. This man, bro, he had to like, bro. I don't know, bro, because when I used to do one-on-ones with him, man, like I ain't even breaking. He was running the route. Like when I was on Scott team, he just, I don't know, he was script reading or what, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
No.
Yeah, that junk with him was different.
I heard he was really strong, like abnormally strong for a corner. But you
Yeah,
talking about a route too, though. You talking about like actually once you down the field running. So, what was it, bro? What made Revis
bro.
that?
I have no idea, bro. Like I'm telling you, I'll never forget. I was running. I ran a dig. I didn't even get to the top of the route yet. I don't know. He just was guessing. I don't know if he read the inside route. He just knew the concept. But I ain't even get to the depth yet, and he already drove on the ball. I ain't gonna tell
Dang,
you how him. I ain't gonna lie. The funniest day at training camp, bro. Him and Beat Marshall, bro. Them boys was going at it, fam.
what happened, dog?
B. Marsh said Revis had that junk locked up that day. I ain't gonna lie. That's bruh, but he had that junk on the island, right? The whole practice, it turned into we was completely off script. It was just one-on-ones the whole live period, bruh. But that
Wow.
junk was so raw to see being a rookie, like witnessing that, bruh, like seeing these two like Hall of Famers go at it and like compete like that, fam. Them boy, that junk was so lit. That junk, like they competitive then got to the locker room.
No, really.
Yeah, like them boy was like, you feel me? And you know that I think they both from Pittsburgh too. So, but that junk was just raw to like be around that type of competitive nature.
For sure. For sure.
And then
I
I would
love it.
say number two on
Stephon.
Gilmore, because I caught Brian his prime when he went to New England. So I was going against him there, and then we ended up being teammates in Carolina. But dog different.
You
Then
get
I
did you get a,
say,
did you get one on him? You got a touchdown on him?
nah, I ain't never see. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like what used to get me hot. Fam would press me, but he had always had safety over top. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Bill Belichick, he knew what he was doing. Bro even told me like when I was in free agency, he called me, he's like, I'm tired of going against you. I want you to come to New England. I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. Like this Bill Belichick telling me this.
That's fire. That's
Yeah,
fire.
then I say number three, Pat P. Patrick Peterson. Then
Yep. Legend.
then like I'm Xavier and Ramsey, they are tired of me because like, you know, I look at them boys because they was my teammates, but then I say them too.
Really like that. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. Okay. Now it's fire. Fire list. For
Not for
sure.
sure.
Fire list. Everybody instantly go to Revis. And I'm just like, I get it. And I've seen the film, but I just be want to know like what makes, because from certain people you can say, oh, it was his speed or it was his strength or his change of direction. But like people can't say with Revis. It's just shit, he was the best. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy,
Dog,
bro.
dog, dog was smart, bro. He was strong though. Like he had real good press technique, and it was different, bro.
That's fire. That's fire. I remember in New Orleans, before we played y'all, you were with the Jets. Or you might have been, it might have been that 2020 year where you was with the Panthers. And you killing. I think you probably just went for 100 plus 3 games in a row. And Sean Payton had a whole segment on you for the Thursday, um, third down. He had a whole segment on you, and he called out Marshawn Lattimore, like in a way that was like he was trying him, but he was trying to motivate him too. You know what I mean? Big
Yeah,
matchup. We need you to be on that type of time in order to win this for us to win this game. And they had a whole scheme planned up for your game plan. Like no lie, bro, no lie. And Marshawn he can confirm everything. I remember SP. It was rare that he did that. Very
yeah.
rare that he like singled out a player like that. But I remember that like vividly in the team meeting room. And he had it was like three games in a row you was going crazy. He had all the deep passes and all that. He was calling out Marshawn like he had Marshawn hot. He had him hot for sure.
Nah, that's what's up. Yeah, Sean Payton, bro. He always every time he plays, he always would make sure you come up to me after the game. Like I got a lot
He
of
was a fan of
respect for
yours.
dog.
For sure. He was
Yeah.
a fan of yours. No
Bro,
question.
I almost got traded to y'all on my last year in New York.
Nah.
Yeah, they was trying to get me down. They was really bro was really pushing for me to get there. I think not
It's,
even it might have been 2 years in a row, but I know for sure 2019 they was trying to get me there.
see, the meeting I'm talking about probably was when you was still in New York then. Because he was like really, I'm telling like he had a highlight reel up in the team meeting. He really never did that. Not much. A few times, few players he'd do that, but he wanted to let the whole team know we gotta watch this dude or else like it'll be a
Man,
long day.
That's raw right there. That's
Yeah,
love.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, Sean was a fan of yours. Chose, my
But
dog, I
boy,
appreciate you, man. Thank you
nah,
for
for
your
sure, bro.
time. I done kept you for damn near an hour.
Nah, bro,
Um,
we vibing, fam. It ain't no pressure, bro. I appreciate you, bro. It's love, blessings always, bro. And, I rock with you tough, man. Like a lot of people tell you, I'm here for you, bro. Call me no matter what, bro. But you, I ain't got to question it, bro. And I appreciate that we was teammates
Forever,
and brothers for life, bro.
forever, bro. Same, dog. Same. The love is real, man. It's mutual. I'm here.
For
And I know you
sure,
are too. For sure.
for sure, bro. Proud of you, fam.
Same, bro. Same. Keep balling, man.
For sure.
All right, brother. We're going to catch up.
All right, dog.
I appreciate my brother Robbie Chosen for joining the set, coming in, speaking candidly, being open, vulnerable, all those good things, bringing us more into his story and his reasons why he is the way that he is. That is not an easy thing to do, people, especially somebody like Robbie Chosen who's prideful and come from a certain place, a rougher background, where most of the time more shut off and quiet. And he's been known to be quiet, but I appreciate him opening up and being more transparent with us here at the set. Greatly appreciate you, Robbie Chosen, my dog for life. All right, that will wrap up the set. Happy holidays again. Happy Thanksgiving. Looking forward to all the games. We will be back to our regular cadence on next week, Monday, Thursday. All of the fans that I talk to in Spain and the people that always mention the show, they know the cadence. Monday and Thursday, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So consistency is something I pride myself on throughout my entire career. And it's something that I'm going to pride myself on in this career as well. Thank you all again. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the set membership club, the quick set boys. We in the building. I appreciate you all. I got some energy. I'm hyped up for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna eat like I don't got no business. I appreciate you again. Thank you. It's T.Stead. I'm out.